Hello, my name is Menzim Konza, and welcome back to the Menzim Konza podcast. For those of you guys watching on YouTube, you can see that we tried to do the interrogation thing here. I've got a homie of mine. We live in the same hood. KMG, what's up? And man, I don't actually know where this conversation is going to go because it's late at night. This is my first conversation at night. And I'm just going to be talking to Bandile. He's a tattoo artist. But let me stop there for a minute. And he's about to introduce himself. So Bandile, tell us who you are and what you do, and then we'll kick off the conversation from there.
I'm Bandile. I'm a tattoo artist, though, but then most people just know me by Bags or Bags Franco. So yeah, that's what I do. I just tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out. So you and I were having a conversation off air. And for me, I just want to find out your transition from high school, right?
Yeah.
And then how did you get into the whole tattoo industry? Who introduced you?
And it's crazy because then, like, even in high school, like, I used to love the art of tattooing
Right.
to the point where Yakumbula, like, growing up, man, we used to scratch our skins.
Yeah.
So it started like that. Like, I remember I had my own, but then I ended up covering it because then, hey, dude, you can't
Why?
be walking, you can't be walking around with such. So yeah, after varsity, then after high school, I went to varsity.
Mm-hmm.
I studied there. Okay, I did like my accounting. I was studying accounting at that time.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
So you see, I know it,
major derail. Major derail.
like totally like told.
Yeah.
So I was doing my accounting, my diploma in accounting. Okay, fine. So like I was walking. I remember I was coming from class, and then I was walking, and then I see like a shop by little tattoos and whatnot. And I'm like, dude, tattoo. Shit, let me just go in.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for the.
It's whatever, man.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
So I'm like, let me just go in and find out what's happening. And
Right.
get there. I'm like, so you guys do tattoos? They're like, yeah, we do tattoos. I'm like, how much?
Yeah.
They're like, no, it depends on the size and what you want. So I'm like, okay, sharp. For something maybe medium size. They're like, no, they give me the amount. I'm like, okay, not bad.
Right.
Okay, I want it.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was like my decision. And then I was covering that. The whole high school scratchy thing. And so I was like, nah, I want it. And then afterwards we did it. Went back the following day, got my second tattoo, and I was like, no. Then
wait. Let me get this straight. You got 2 tattoos in 2 days.
Yeah, in 2 days.
Shoot.
That's how much. Like every time that guy was tattooing me, I was actually watching. What is it doing? How is it doing it and stuff like that? So that's why I did that. And then I ended up asking him, like on the second day, I was like, hey, dude, like, how much is your machines and like how long does it take for you to actually, master the crafts? Because then I've been meaning to do something like this. Then he was like, nah, it depends on you. Like the more work you put in, the better you're gonna get. You see. So he told me the prices, but then he lied to me at that time. So he wanted to rip me off. So he was like, no, give me so much, and then I'll go buy the things for you, and then you come collect from me. You see.
Right.
So time goes, like I go there every time I come back from campus. I used to pass there just to like greet the guys, and I still want to know how to do this thing. So I chill with them. I would talk. I'd be watching and looking. Okay, all right, this is what they do. This is what they do. How they do it. Okay, sharp. Until I got introduced to this other guy, Taboo.
Yeah.
He's also like a tattoo artist. So he took me and he was like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna take you in. You're gonna be my apprentice. So he taught me how to do these things. And then while I was working there, I ended up meeting other tattoo artists, and then they also took me in. You see, so now they're showing me their skills, because then there's different types of what you call it. So now they started showing me their tricks. They're like, okay, this is how we do it. When I'm tattooing somebody, this is how I hold my machine. But then it depends on you how you actually. So from there, man.
Yeah. So you can't hold the machine like you're holding a crayon or a pencil.
Nah, like it's there's a certain technique, but then it's up to you, man. It's your hand, it's your feel.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I won't tell you how to write. You know how you hold your pen, like how comfortable you.
Right.
So, but then there's a certain angle, but then the machine needs to be, but then how you hold it and stuff like that. Yeah.
So you're doing accounting.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, man, going out there, accounting diploma, I'm gonna kill it with the numbers. And then creativity just seeps in, right? So where did that creative knowledge or that creative discovery come from, you know, other than going to a tattoo shop and then you know indulging in. So where did that actually come from? Because you and I back in the day, we used to, like, people don't know this, but I'm just gonna put it on blast. We used to write songs just like, and then there was this beat that we always used to rap to, No Love. Remember that?
I remember though, like once upon a time, thought we were gonna be rappers though. I was gonna be a big name. I still got the skill, but then I'm not gonna put myself out there like that.
Yeah.
But then
mixtape coming out.
No, don't. Watch out, Bex Franco.
Yeah.
What was the question again?
What ignited your creativity?
Oh yeah. I don't know, dog. Like, I don't know. I just, like, I'm a textbook guy, man. Like my books. I used to just draw the random things. Like, you know, we used to watch Dragon Ball Z, and then we used to sketch up Goku and stuff like that. Right. So I think it was just there, but then I didn't take it serious until I got to Pretoria and I started seeing these niggas doing this thing, and then they actually doing what they love, and then they get, like, they getting money for doing something that they love. So it was like, all right, chop. But then, you know, it's not about the money, but then I just love this thing, so let me just do it, and then I did it. So that's how. I really don't know, but then it was just there, dog. Like, it was just there, because then it was like accounting, sitting in the office,
doing the numbers,
doing numbers and stress, and while I can be just sketching, and then afterwards do a tattoo on somebody and seeing somebody a Puma Chabli, like, oh my god, I thought this thing was painful, but then it was worth it if it's painful, but it's not. But then like, I'm happy, because then that's how I got to it. I don't know how, but then it was just there. It's something that's just there.
Shout out, because I think also I just want to understand how important mentorship was, especially now when you are getting 2 tattoos in 2 days, and then people are just willing, like, with open arms, willing to take you in, you know. And I think for me, when I look at mentorship, right, I look at it in a perspective of you have to be willing to be mentored, you know, knowing very well that you were literally going in this tattoo industry empty, you know. What were the key moments that you felt as an artist, and then as a tattoo artist, that you learned through the mentorship?
Yeah, because like I like what you're saying, dog. Because then they took me in. They didn't have to, but then they were like, nah, since we can see Uti, you want to do this thing, so why not? I didn't have this thing Uti. Ngati maybe the ego, no pride. If they telling me no, you're doing this wrong. They can tell me maybe 10 times. Within an hour, no, this is not how you do it. I wouldn't get pissed, because then I would like, I want to learn. So this is how you learn. Somebody needs to correct you. Somebody needs to tell you this is how. Because then so it's very important, dog, like, to just humble yourself. If you want to say, like, dude, please. So like, I like what you were saying, dog. No. It's very important with you pants, and then you learn something. If you're interested in something, sit down, you learn. I
wanna get to your first tattoo. You know, let's start with the first person you tattooed, and then we'll get to your first tattoo. Yeah. So how was that like?
The first person I tattooed.
Yeah.
The first person I tattooed was actually me.
Okay. You're injecting yourself with your own vaccine.
No. Yeah.
Your own vaccine.
Apparently, it's an unwritten rule that like, for every tattoo artist, like, you need to first tattoo yourself. So you see how you go deep, like, and how you handle the machine, so you know the gauge, OT. How deep
but
should
you also had practice with your pen once upon a time, right? But
with
a different format now.
But now it's totally different, dog. So I tattooed myself. Nakona futi, like, umuyumgano wami is a good friend of mine, Ru. Shout out to Ru. He was like, he had like it's one of those things with I'm in a flat, because I was still in university at that time, right? So like, I'm in my flat and relaxing. There's a guy that comes knocking at my door. Dude, Coco, Hey dog,
Yeah.
what's good? Good man. Can I have a lighter, dog? If you
Yeah.
have, nah, me, I have a lighter. Oh yeah, dog. Oh no, I see you around, dog. Where do you get your tattoos? I'm told
Yeah.
that's how he speaks. Where do you
Yeah.
get your tattoos?
Yeah.
Dog? I'm like, nah, dog. I get them from Taboo, and then I
Yeah.
got one from. I won't mention the shop name, but then I got one there. I'm told, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay, all right. You know, I'm a tattoo artist too. Like, dude, it was just one of those things. I'm also a tattoo artist. I'm like, for real. Oh, okay. Naming Shaya, like a mentorship nyana from Young Toilet Lapan, Guzman Banyan, and it was like, okay, sharp. How good are you? I'm like, I don't know. I haven't tattooed anyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like, really? I'm like, yeah. I was like, okay, I chap. I'm coming. Young Toilet.
Yeah.
I went to his flat, come with a case. It was like, here, have it. Ngiyayivula lapha na whole tattoo machines and everything, and told me how to set up everything. Like, but then because then you working with this thing, and told us, so yeah, just set up, dude, tattoo yourself. I'll come pick up the machine after 2 weeks. Me, I'm scared. It's like, dude, do it now. Do it now. But then I'm not gonna be watching because then you're gonna be feeling some type of way. So I'm just, the minute I see what you starting, then I'll just leave. Did that. Afterwards, he left. Tattooed myself. I gave myself some stars on my leg.
Yeah.
And then he came back like the following day. He was like, "Let me see your lining." I was like, dude, you got this. You got this, young taller. Because then he was more worried about my lining than shading. Lining is everything. So
So for people out there who don't know what lining is, because I'm also a little bit baffled, in terms of like tattooing. Like, what is lining and what is shading?
Lining is the lines, the outline, the shape of the design. Let's say maybe you want a star. You can't have a star and then one line is going up and down. Like, you need to have a steady hand. So the lining is important. Like, it defines the tattoo.
Right.
Like, if you mess it up, unless like you're good at young tola, and then you can fix it. You can fix a mistake, but then some mistakes you cannot fix. So then